Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And Lance now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down. Pick up there, 22.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Niners at 2-6 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take on the Seahawks, especially your best guys. And when it works out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Lance on target to Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going out to double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Come on, teamwork.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the first and goal. The Lance going to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. fake the handoff. Now Locke. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack. Operating from the gun. Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lance looking to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Boye Mafe. Throwing on 2nd down. Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Get 6. And a touchdown. You are so close. You can see the goal line.
Ready.
Get the job done. You can score, fellas.
McCaffrey going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you'd probably go and play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he is in. Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've got that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that left.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Block now to throw. And it will be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Paid for this.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Man is Ayuk complete. And able to get it across the trail. Lance finding Ayuk there first.
That's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guy. It's a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
Ready.
Lance now on 1st down. And his pass incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Are you kidding me?
Ready.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Able to find Gray here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Here's Lance. Caught on a slant. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Drill 52.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Close. Bam.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With a slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is often hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Again, it's Locke. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing now is Locke. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Okay, right?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Ready?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This take it in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Sticking with Walker on second down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They look to throw. It's Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Let's get a few yards on the flag.
First and 10. Here's Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down, start the drive, 12 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle moved out the 40-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? You can call a little quick play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. To throw, it's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. 11 yards for number 11.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Throwing on second and 14. Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Lance to throw it. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 24-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed out him by the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. The Niners... Sync now. They've got another first down. as they come to the line. They will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set, ready.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's get the yard, boys. Let's go with these guys, man.
Hut, hut.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Ready, ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hut, hut.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Ready. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force it. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there. The bottom line here in the 4th quarter tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon. And not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
Thank you. Let's go.
Come on, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off of play action, here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. Lance to the right side, complete to Kittle. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go these guys, man. All right, let's control.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Tariq Woolen in on the stop. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, Above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll go 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively they start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
52 blasters. Ready.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. And this pass caught by Gray. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 39, Lance. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not hold up the touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, and they're going to be set up in great shape with first.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Trey Lance, it's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Our last chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Here's Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. When the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.